Hello, welcome back for the second part of this run-through of Le Havre. We are ready to do the third year, and I'm the first player to go. Let's just go. If you didn't see the first part where I explained the game, you can click the little eye up there to go straight to the first part where you will sort of make more sense out of this if you haven't seen it before. Okay, so I'll put out a wood, and I will put out a coin. And let's see, what do I want to do now? Yeah, okay, I will go to the build firm so I can build a building, and I will build the smokehouse, which costs me 2 wood and 1 clay. And now I can go here and smoke my fish and make it into smoked fish, which is worth more food and money as well. I can do it 6 times. I'll have to pay a total of 1 energy. Well, I'll get a half a coin for each fish that I smoke. So, and if it's half in this game, if it's to your benefit, it's always like what's called like negative. You know, if you get 2.5, you only get 2. If you have to pay 2.5, you will have to pay 3. Yeah. Okay, so I got that one. I built it, so that was my action. Now it will cost Draco 2 food or 1 coin to use it. Also, it has a fishing pole, so when I go fishing, I'll get another fish by having this one. So it's nice. It's Draco's turn. He will jump over here. He will put out a fish and a clay. And I think he wants the wood. He doesn't have any wood, so we'll get that. I'll jump over here. I'll get a fish and there, and I'll put out a grain. I think I will start using this little engine I have here, so I will go over here to the fishery. Well, I get 3 fish plus 2 because of the 2 fishing poles there, so I'll get 5 fish. And that was it. Now it's Draco's turn, so he will jump over me to here. He'll put out an iron. Now we're starting to get some iron here. It's quite rare, so you might want to grab it. And a coin. So let's see, should Draco grab the iron? I think he will actually. He will take the iron. It's my turn. I'm going here, put out a wood. No one have any loans, so we don't have to pay interest. And a fish. And let's see, I will take the fish because I'm going to smoke it later on, so yeah. I have a bunch of fish now. So Draco, he goes over here, wood comes out and cattle comes out. And now he will go to the build space, build 1 building. He will build the, I don't know how to say this, abattoir. So he pays 1 wood, 1 clay, and 1 iron. That's why he wanted the iron there. And now, if I want to use it, I have to pay 2 coins to him. He will be able to slaughter animals here and get meat and hides. So you get half a hide for each cattle that you slaughter. So once again, Draco has a building that he can't really use right now, but it will make him money when I use it. And he will for sure be using it later on in the game. So I will jump over here, I'll get the wood there, and I'll place a clay over here. And now the wharf is up there as well, so I'm looking, I mean the wharf is nice to buy because we're going to use it a bunch to build ships. But now I will go over to my smokehouse. And I will have to pay one energy, which is 1 wood. I'll pay a wood, and then I can smoke up to 6 fishes. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just turn them around and they become smoked fish, which is 2 food instead of 1. So I have a bunch of them now. And since I smoked 6 fishes, I'll get half a coin each. I'll get 3 coins as well. So this is a way to make money here in the beginning as well. That's really nice. So that was my turn, and now we're at the end of the year, and now it's harvest time first of all. So I'll get the cattle because I have 2 of them. I'll get the grain. Draco doesn't have any harvest going yet. And we have to pay 5 food each, so Draco... Oh, look at this. This was bad planning on Draco's part, or I didn't help him out with this, so he doesn't have 5 food. That's not good, so he'll have to pay 3 fishes and 1 coin, and then he has to take a loan. I actually did this so I can show it to you, which will give him 4 coins, but he only gets 3 because he had to pay 1 more there, right? So he has a loan and he's stuck with it. He has to pay 5 to get rid of it, so let's see if he can do that later on. Now I will pay 5 food by paying 2 smoked fish and 1 normal fish, so that's 5. And now the city will build a special building, so we take the top card here, and as we know it's the clay company because Draco shows it earlier. So the city builds this one, the town, and now we can go here, but it costs us 1 food to go here, to sell 1 clay and 1 wood for 3 coins. I think Draco wants to do that so he can get to pay off his loan. So that was it. This card here turns over to a wooden ship that goes over there, and as you can see there's going to be iron ships, steel ships and luxury lines later on, which will be better of course. So Draco is the first guy to act in the 4th round, we're in the 4th round, and he will put out a wood and a coin, and I think now he will take these 5 coins that are out here and he will use them right away, because it's a free action to pay off his loan. He wants to get rid of that before we get to the interest, otherwise he would have to pay a coin every time we go buy it, and you know. So he's off the hook, he doesn't have any loans, so that's good. And I'll jump over here, I get a fish, there's a coin in here, fish and a clay to put out. A bunch of clay here now. Okay, what am I going for now? I kind of want, I could buy the clay company, but I would need 1 more coin to do that. Should I build something? I don't have what it takes. You know what, I'll just go fishing, why not? So I'll get 3 plus 2, so I get 5 fishes. I keep building my fishes up here, so I'll have 3, 4 and 5 perhaps. There we go. So it's Draco's turn, and he will jump over here, put out the fish and the grain, and now he will, let's see, he would like to build, but he's already here, so he can't go there to build again, right? But you know what, he will go over here then, where he will have to pay 1 food. He doesn't have that, but he can use a coin instead, so he can build a building. He will build the wharf. So I have to pay 2 wood, 2 clay and 2 steel. Now he has the only wharf in the game. When you're a 2-player game you only have 1 wharf. So if I ever want to build a ship, which I will want to, then I'll have to visit Draco and pay him 2 food. So it's a good way for him to force me to go there. And once you get here you can build a ship, which is really what you want to do. You don't want to buy them, because then you have to pay a lot more than you get back in points. So that was Draco's turn, and I'll go over here, put out an iron and a coin, and let's see. Now I do kind of want to I do want to build me a ship, so that would mean I will take the wood, because I need it when I go to build a ship. And so it's Draco's turn, he jumps over here. He doesn't have to pay interest because he paid off his loan. Put out this, and now we're going to need 7 food by the end of this round, and he will only act 1 more time. Oh, he really needs to get food. But, I mean, could get 1 cattle and slaughter it, but that's just 3 food. Could get the fish, but that's just 3 food as well. How is he going to get to 7? Oh, he's in some trouble now. Poor Draco. Well, he can manage. He will take the fish for now. And I'll jump over here, put out the wood. And a kettle. Maybe I should go... Maybe I should... I think I would build that ship. So let's see, I will have to go over to the wharf. So first of all, I have to pay Draco 2 food. I'll give him a smoked fish, so that's good for him for his food needs. Then I can build a ship, and the ship costs me 5 wood and 3 energy. So I have 5 wood here, I'll pay that. And I'll pay my coal I started with, that's 3 energy. And so I got a ship, which means I generate 4 food every round. And then you use these tiles here to help you out. So I'll put a 4 tile over at my battery, which means I know that I have 4 food yet to start off with. So this round I will only need 3. So that's really nice. That's how you use the ships. They really help you out. So Draco will go over here, put out the wood and the clay. And let's see, now he do need 2 more food. He can't really get it right now, but the thing is he will go over to his marketplace where he gets to take 2 different standard goods. It has to be different, of course, so I'll take 1 fish. And what does he want more? I think he will take... we'll take a coal, because they are could be a bit hard to get otherwise. But the thing is, because he has a building, this little symbol here on the abattoir, he gets to take another different good. So now he could also take... maybe, yeah, I think he will take an iron then. That's the last one, because they are also a bit rare. So that was it, and now we get to look at the top 2 special buildings. So we'll take a look here. It's the junkyard and the wooden crane. When building, the owner of the wooden crane can replace any one building resource with 1 wood. So that's really good, because then you could sort of build something that requires iron, for example, and you can use a wood instead. So yeah, he will put it out at the top. We'll try to get that one as soon as he can. And so that was his action. Now we are at the end of the round where we'll get the harvest, and still Draco doesn't have any harvest. He should really get some grain or something going. I'll get a cattle and I'll get a grain. It's just building up over here. You can take a look at my resources. They're looking really good. So let's see. So Draco has to pay 7 food, which is 4 fishes, 1 smoked fish for 2, and 1 coin. So that's 7. But at least he didn't have to take a loan, and he did build the wharf this round, so that was good. I'll just pay 6 in... No, I don't have to pay that because I have this one. So I only have to pay 3 food. So I'll pay 1 smoked fish and 1 normal fish, so that's 3. That's really nice. So let's do 1 more round, I think, so you will see a bit more of the game. So this one turns over, of course, it becomes a wooden ship. And I'll start off. Draco is the second player to act, and we are ready for the 5th round of 14. So I'll get a coin out and a wood. Let's see. I think, how many cattle do I have? 1, 2, 3, 5. I don't want to keep 2, so I keep generating cattle. So I will hold on a bit on that before I go and slaughter some and get some meat. I still have a lot of food, so it's no hurry there really. Should I build something? Well, I'll take the clay. There's a bunch of clay here. I'll take it because that will become in handy later on. Draco goes over here, puts out the fish and the clay. And I think he will take the cattle because he needs to get something for the harvest so he can start generating stuff. So he has the cattle now, 2 of them, so they will breed. Now it's my turn. I'll put out the fish and the grain. And yeah, I think I will go and build a building. 3 because of that card. So I will build the colliery for 1 wood and 3 clay. And now I can go here to get 3 coal, which can be nice, and I can get an extra coal for each hammer that I have. I don't have any hammers on my buildings, but maybe I'll get later. And the good thing also is Draco has to pay 2 food if he wants to use this building over at my place. So now I have that one. I mean, it's worth 10 points in the end as well, so it's good to build these buildings before your opponent does. That was my action. Draco goes over here. He puts out an iron and a coin. What is Draco planning to do? I think he will grab the grain, so he can start generating grain as well. So he has those 2 harvest things now. I'll jump over here. We'll put out the fish and wood. And maybe I could go and bake bread. No, but I think I'll go and smoke some fish. That's a good idea. So I'll go to the smokehouse. No, I don't have any energy. So I'll grab the wood for now because I need it anyway. So I'll grab the wood. It's Draco's turn. He jumps over there. He has to start thinking about food again. He put out wood and a cattle, and he needs to get 9 food now. It's going to be hard for him. Oh, he's really in a. I mean, when you want the player, it's a bit unbalanced because the player that gets the fish usually ends up having enough food all the time, and the guys that don't have it, they have to struggle. But you have to build the ships. That's the sort of key to getting the food sorted. So I think Draco. Let's see, how can he get some food? 6. He wants to avoid having to take a loan, that's the thing. I think it will be hard for him to pull that off. Because he hasn't planned for it really well. And he needs to build a ship, but I'm taking all the wood all the time, so it's hard for him. Well, I think he's desperate in this situation, so I think he will go down here to the abattoir. He will slaughter his 2 cattle. He planned to have them, but he slaughtered them. He gets 2 meat, which is 6 food at least, and he gets a hide because that's half a hide per slaughtered animal. The hides can be turned into leather later on, which is kind of worth a lot. So, okay, that was Draco's turn. He is in a bit of a trouble here, but it's my turn. I'll jump over here. I'll get the wood and clay. And now I also need food. I'm low on food as well. I do have my backup here though, but I will go to the smokehouse. I'll pay 1 wood for the energy needs. I'll smoke all my fish, which is 6 of them, so they turn into smoked fish. So now I have a lot of food. I'll also get 3 coins, because I get a half a coin per smoked fish. So I have money and I have the smoked fish. And now I actually think I will pay, as a free action there, I will pay 6 coins to buy the clay company. So I have it, so I can go and sell clay and wood for free, and Draco has to pay me 1 food if he wants to use it. So that was my turn, and it's going really well for me here. So now we go to the harvest. Now Draco does get a grain, because he has grain, but he can't eat the grain. You have to turn it into bread first, of course. I'll get a grain, and I'll get a cattle as well. And now Draco has to pay 9 food. He will pay 6 here in meat, 1 in coin, so that's 7, and he needs 2 more, so he has to take a loan, which will bring him 2 coins. So yeah, that wasn't good, but I think he can manage to get rid of that loan in the next round. I'll have to pay 9 minus the 4 that I have, so I'll have to pay 5 food. I'll pay 3 fishes then, which is smoked fish, which is 6, but it's better than using coins because that's points. And now the city will build the lowest numbered building up here, which is the brickworks. so now we can go to the town and convert clay into bricks. It takes half energy per conversion. And we can do as many as we like, and we get half a coin for every one we do. And also bricks, we will need them to build stuff like the tannery up there, which means we can turn hide into leather. So this is how it works. We're through one of these spaces, we have some buildings left, and we are going to, this turns over, it becomes a wooden ship, and now we are in round 6 of 14, where we will need 11 food, and the city will build a special building, and we will keep going like this. This is how the game works. It's a really quick pace, because you don't really have any downtime if people are not thinking too much. But it's quite a long game in a sense that there's a lot of rounds, so you have to plan ahead. Like Draco is in a bit of a trouble because he doesn't really have any food generation going here, while I have this thing here with the fisher and the smokehouse, which also gives me coins and better food. So yeah, well, that was the game basically. I'm not going to play it all out there because we aren't even halfway, as it will be a long playthrough, and I've done a bunch of them lately, so I'll just stay to having a run through for this. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell your friends about the channel, and please share the video with your friends and so on social media. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening or morning whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.